What's up, I'm Troubleshoot. In this quick guide, I'll show you how to finish City in the Lightless Forest. For this, it'll take you across to this location, just southwest of Silverwolf Mountain, all the way up by Pale Yoon, right over here. And there'll be a bit of a puzzle to solve, but I'll show you how to do that now. As soon as we get into this location, it asks us to get the trust of the forest people. For this, you won't find them on the forest floor. In fact, you'll find some rather deadly water, but you'll find them up in the trees. To get up there, I'd recommend just using your Axiom Force and just double jumping to pull yourself up all the way up top. And just like the Ewoks in Star Wars, they live up in the trees. Essentially, while you're roaming around on top here, you'll see these little baskets with a sort of acorn picture, which should have balls inside of them, meaning it's complete, but some of them are like fans, like these ones here, that blow you up. And you'll find some balls that aren't inside of those little cups. If we were to grab one of these and float around for a bit, you'll eventually find an empty hoop, something like this. What we need to do is push these balls into these little hoops. So there's one, for example. We can then release, and that one should be ticked off. Now we just need to do this one more time. So we'll grab the next one and float around looking for another one of these, which seems to be over there. So I'll just push it across into this. There we go. And these hoops with the hole on top do look quite a bit different to the fans, but there we go. There's another one placed back. And just by doing 2 of these, we've successfully ticked off that part of the quest, gaining us some trust with them. This quest doesn't exactly explain too much of what you're supposed to do, but just look around for those balls and place them inside of those hoops when you're flying around being kept up by those little tree fans, I suppose. Ah, yes, it seems like there's 3 different places we'll need to do this. One of them is down here where we are right now, but there's also Longleaf Lost to Darkness and Longbranch Lost to Darkness, which is exactly the same as what we just did. So we'll go to Longleaf first, making sure to grab this waypoint right over here before we go too far. Then we can make our way to the next place. So for example, this is Longleaf, and again there's the usual fans that should blow us around, as well as somewhere relatively nearby a basket where these things should go. So we'll grab this one for example, we'll then dunk it right here, and there should be another one somewhere. I see things glowing over there, but that's the next village. There we go, this one's over to the northeast. So once again, yoink, dunking this one. There's 2 complete, and it seems like a 3rd is required for Longleaf. So let's grab this last one to the extreme south, and this one needs to go just to the northwest of where we picked it up into a basket here. There we go. And with 3 of them in, all of these lights should be activated, and we've ticked off Longleaf. Now we'll need to get across to Longbranch, further north, and you can already see the green glowy balls through the trees. So going for the lowest one all the way on the, I suppose, east side. This one's far away from a lot of these blowies, but we can still bring it across, just 180ing into its respective basket. Seems to be a ton of fog out here. Over towards the northwest is another basket and another ball that seems to be all the way down on the ground, quite surprisingly. So we'll likely need to lift this one up as high as we can and then swap midair. So there's a blowy down here on the ground at least, so we can grab it and continue to move it pretty much straight up. Finally bringing this one home. There we go. There's probably one more of these, and that's over to the south here it seems, right above us all the way at the top of this tree, just using the minimap markers to have a look. This little tree section is definitely the most confusing out of all of them, and this one goes even further to the south, close by to where we picked it up, just to the southeast of it, so a bit out of the way, which is a little annoying, which is roughly over here, and that's that. So there's one over there, one right here, and one over there for Longbranch. Now we can finally return back to continue with the rest of this quest line. Anyways, that was Longleaf Forest Lost to Darkness. Hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. My name's been Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.